so 17 though, you have a heart attack. So like, just, I mean, is that something that when it had, like, do you even remember what it felt like, or like, did you just wake up in the hospital and you're like, oh shit?
I don't remember all of it. Here's what I do remember. I went back to my dad's house, which I haven't been to at that point in quite a while, and it was all night. We used to get hotel rooms, and we would pass the pipe around. You know, there'd be a lot of times there'd be 8, 9 of us, all, you know, wired and geeking in that room. And then this particular night, there was only about 4 of us, which was unusual, and so the pipe was coming around a lot more than I was used to. And so by about 6 in the morning, I knew something was bad wrong. You know, this was an all night thing. Started at like 9 o'clock at night. And, you know, my girlfriend, I said, you got to come. You got to take me somewhere. And she took me. I said, take me to my dad's house. And nobody was there, so I broke in the house, and I went and laid on the bed that at one time was my room. And next thing I know, I remember waking up. I wake up quick. You know, I was in the hospital. Clearly, there was lights everywhere. And then I was out, and it was like 2 days later when they told me what happened. Oh, wow. It was like it was 2 days before I was, you know, conscious enough to realize what I actually did to myself.
Okay, but you said like at like 4 to 6 a.m. or something. Did you feel like chest pains or anything?
Yeah, I was. Well, I knew my heart was pounding so fast, like I could hear it in my ears.
Gotcha.
It was moving so, and you know, your heart's gonna speed up when you do cocaine.
For sure.
But this was a whole different deal. My heart wanted to jump out of my chest, and I knew something was.
Okay, gotcha. Because
it was almost like it was like one straight beat. It was going so damn fast.
Wow.
It was.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew I was messed up.
Got it, yeah, because from smoking weed sometimes that happens to me.
Yeah,
but like I know I'm
by the window, looking out the window.
But I'm like, So you were like, this is not paranoia.
This is not paranoia. This is some shit.
This is the real shit.
Yeah. But what's crazy is that I accepted it because I hated my life, man. You know what? I was like, I didn't have shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My life just really sucked. I had already destroyed so many relationships, burned so many bridges. There was not much left. So for me, I was like cool with it, you know, in a way, in a weird way, man. I was like, you know, all right.
Yeah.
You know, that's
no, because you were at such a low point. Yeah. You were kind of like, well, maybe this is better in a sense.
Because it's you know, being a bum.
Yeah.
And being a piece of shit is hard. It's hard work. And every day was a grind. I had police. I always had issues. You know, I had so much stuff going on. It was hard to keep up with all this stuff. And then when you've burned so many bridges, you don't have people around you anymore that'll support. So I was alone. And that's why, you know, it's weird when I think about laying on that bed. I was like, all right, and I looked up at the ceiling. I'm like, all right, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because my mom was the one who found me.
Oh,
and she's never there. She ain't been around, you know, forever. So it's interesting how all these weird things kind of came together at one point. And then going into after that, because I used to rob houses to support. You know, I'm 16, 17 years old with $1,000 a week, you know, drug habit back then.
You're gonna need to rob some people for that.
Yeah, no job, you know, And I wasn't building click funnels.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it was like, you did by all means necessary, basically. And here's what's funny about or crazy about the human mind that I think about now. I never missed an opportunity to get high. You know, like, it's Tuesday night. I'm getting high. I have no money. I'm still gonna. There's no doubt that I'm gonna get high tonight. Wednesday I'm getting high. Thursday I'm getting high. There was never like. It never even dawned on me that I wouldn't get high. You know what I'm saying? Like I hear people quitting on shit. And they haven't done anything. I'm like, if you really want to be where you stay, you can find a way to get there.
Yeah,
it's a testament to the human mind, man. I found a way to get high no matter what.
And I think like are you familiar with Grant Cardone?
Yeah.
So he has a story like when he was younger, you know, he was an addict. I don't know what he did, but his story is I think at 25 or 30.
Didn't they do Quaaludes or something back in those days?
I'm not, or that was the Wolf of Wall Street.
I know they did weird drugs back then.
But it seems to me like because you're talking about the mind where it's like people that have gone through that, like you were saying, like it's almost hard to have to go that long doing that drug. Yeah. So if you just kind of steered your energy towards business, and you know now we are where we are now, and like so you already had the ability, but you were just pointing it towards a very negative angle.
Very negative.
So
it's a good point that you make.
Yeah.
When I finally started redirecting the energy, amazing things happened. I mean,
definitely
it was crazy. And then it just seemed like everybody else was in slow motion too. When I really got rolling,
Yeah.
it's like, man, it's like how hard is it to win a race that nobody's even trying to win? Everyone's making excuses and whining, and I'm like, all right, shit, we'll just keep rolling.
Yeah.
See where this ends up.